Greetings, Culturians, and welcome back to the channel. I want to talk about something that people have been looking forward to, but they're not seeing it. They're not seeing a brand new day trailer. That's right. The new Spider-Man movie is on the horizon. We're looking at it sometime around, I think, July 31st. So it's like the middle of summer expectation, and we should already have seen something by now. We've seen a suit teaser, but I don't think we've seen anything sufficient. And it's now becoming a discussion point. Why is this being hidden away? Or are they so invested in all the reshoots and the editing that they've been doing to this film that they just haven't had time? Or maybe they don't want to show you. We'll have to take a guess at it because we've got a story we're going to cover right now. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. Now, before we get started, just a real quick reminder. I'm trying to get to 50K, and with your help, we're getting very close. We're about 3,000 or just less than 3,000, and it's you that can help me. Double check you're subscribed to the channel. If the button says subscribe, click on it. Make sure you're subscribed. Then click on the bell icon. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss anything. I do dozens of pieces of content every single week, and a lot of people miss out on it because, well, they get unsubscribed. One of the ways to prevent that, according to YouTube, is to follow up with another one of my videos. I wouldn't mind that at all. Plus, if you hit the thumbs up button right now and make a comment after the video, well, that's helpful as well. You're going to want to stick around to the end of this one because this is a discussion I think we should have. From the story itself, from Jordan Roomie over at World of Real, Spider-Man Brand New Day. Trailer coming any day now. Now, how would he possibly know that? I know there was a lot of conversation about this, and I hope it's true. In fact, at the time of recording, there's no trailer out there other than the AI garbage that you've been seeing for a long time. Look, if you're going to make fake trailers, that's fine. I don't fault you for that. Trying to lead people into the idea that this is what this product is going to be. The problem is it also, well, kind of destroys enthusiasm because, well, people don't really believe what they see anymore. Sony has got to drop a trailer soon, right? For Spider-Man fans, the wait has been excruciating. Sony Pictures, Marvel Studios have kept their fan base on the edge of their seats, waiting for the first official trailer for Spider-Man Brand New Day to show up. I've been waiting for a while. I expected a Super Bowl commercial. I don't know about you. Do you think that was insane? Do you think I was crazy for thinking we'd see Spider-Man, which is the next thing in the Marvel Universe? We've already seen 4 teasers from, well, the Avengers Doomsday thing, which I think is a very predictable name, but we'll talk about that another time. Now, sure, the movie isn't hitting theaters until July 31st, but it's just July 31st. It's only a few months down the road. It hasn't even been teased yet at this point, and no stills have been out there, maybe a few leaked pictures, but there are no plot details, nothing, zero, zilch, as Jordan says here. So instead of Marvel kicking off the promotion like they did at Avengers Doomsday, which is set for the end of the year, December 18th, this thing got nothing. It didn't get a trailer, as he mentions, during the Super Bowl. It didn't get anything. I haven't seen anything, have you? And is that unusual? Do you remember we used to get hype for films well in advance, especially for something as big as this? This is the 4th Spider-Man film with Tom Holland, and it's kind of one that's been ginned up to be superpowered in a way that one of these films hasn't been. Now, the last film was fantastic. It was lovely. It was perfectly done, and it gave us a chance to say goodbye to some characters that fans might have found a little bit ignoring. I know I did. So according to Jordan, I did a little digging, and I reached out to a source at Sony Pictures. Their reply, any day now. If I had to bet, we'll get it sometime next week. The trailer will also be shown before screenings of Project Hail Mary, which officially begins on March 20th. And let me tell you, that makes a lot of sense. We will get to see something that's Sony related with something that Sony really believes in. Project Hail Mary is going to do very well at box offices, and it might actually set Ryan Gosling up as some kind of a film star. I mean, he's done some really great things, including, well, his was the only great thing in Barbie, according to me. But if you take a look at what he's got on the horizon, he is an up-and-comer in a way that we don't really get him anymore. A lot of people are artificially hyped these days, and they seldom deliver. I mean, there was a lot of people that, well, were supposed to be movie stars and just plain weren't. So, returning to the role once again, Holland is going to suit up as Peter Parker Spider-Man. Mark Ruffalo's Hulk is going to be in there somewhere as well, which is disappointing for those of us who think he's an idiot. But the film marks the first Spider-Man outing directed by Shang-Chi helmer Destin Daniel Cretton, who I don't know why, but this guy was supposed to be something extra special. I don't know why. I didn't see anything special in Shang-Chi. In fact, I thought it was a movie that was really lacking in almost every single way that movies have been lacking from Marvel. It leaned into a lot of stuff that audiences, fans just weren't that into at a time when, well, they were really pushing forward a lot of political messaging. And there was plenty in that movie, and it was a little bit frustrating, especially with the girl with no superpowers and her amazing archery ability. Anyway, so we get the return of Zendaya for some reason, Jacob Batalon, Michael Mando, and J.K. Simmons, who, again, that makes a lot of sense. Now, Sadie Sink is supposedly jumping in on this one, as well as Trammell Tillman, and those are both new additions. I bet you can guess what characters they're playing if you haven't already seen the leaks. But look, Brand New Day follows a massive success in No Way Home, as I mentioned before. A lot of people really loved that film, and it raked in over $1.9 billion in the global box office. In 2021, that's many years separated. Has it been this long since we got a real Spider-Man film? I know we had a lot of like pretenders because you got to keep releasing Spider-Verse films in order to keep Spider-Man in-house over at Sony. In fact, every 5 years, as a matter of fact. But I'd be shocked if the latest Spidey doesn't crack the $1 billion mark as well. Well, I agree with Jordan. I think it is built in to be a $1 billion franchise, and it always has been, at least by modern standards. Again, you have to remember the first 8-legged web crawler going way back when wasn't the insect as far as films go. It was the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, which started off a series of greater and greater expectations, including for openings. When you start seeing the $100 million opening, you know things are going to be doing pretty well. And nowadays, that seems a rather muted kind of opening globally in, terms of box office anyway. So much for accounting for inflation, which a lot of agencies, news agencies especially, fail to do. But hey, this story isn't going anywhere. I have a feeling that we're going to be talking about this until we actually see it. And I hope it's soon. In fact, I hope it's at the Project Hail Mary screening that I'm going to be going to see. And if it is, I promise you, I'll let you know. Oh, by the way, this weekend, I'm going to be seeing a film I talked about just a few days ago. I'm going to see Hoppers. Yeah, that's right. I'll see a movie so you don't have to, and I'll give you my thoughts as I usually do. But what are your thoughts on Spider-Man Brand New Day? Are you excited for this movie? Are you excited for this trailer? Do you think the trailer is going to be the key to new energy coming into Marvel? Do you think that people have probably are going to tamp down their expectations for Spider-Man and for Avengers Doomsday? Or do you think there might be a potential for a return to greatness? I don't know. All the leaks I got recently on what was happening for Avengers Doomsday were bad. So I'm just hopeful for Spider-Man being one of my favorite characters of all time in comic books. Anyway, give me your thoughts on the trailer, the movie, whether you're looking forward to both or neither. I want to know. Just let me know in the comments section down below. As always, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, and until next time, well, see ya. Hopefully at a movie theater near me.